This the GPS podcast where we just randomly just talk about shit.
Ayo with the mayo.
This is the coolest podcast in Mississippi. I'm your host, Larry Keith, and this is another interview session. And I know this guy, and I've been trying to critique myself on intros. I say I can't make them long. I just like to get straight to it. But I've been knowing this guy for a long time, man. Me and him been chasing to see who's gonna be the tallest. Yeah, I've been knowing him for a minute, man. But I'm just gonna start this interview off this way with you introducing yourself, man. So who are you, man?
Man, I'm just a local dude from Oxford, Mississippi. You know, man, out here with ambition and passion, just trying to share my gift through cooking.
Cooking. What like with this cooking, man, what pushed you to it? Cause like, if you don't mind me asking, how old you is, man?
31.
31. What made you, not saying that you just at the age of 31 and say, I just want to cook, but I'm just saying, prior to this, what just got you into this field, man? Like, what made you want to cook?
Man, honestly, it started with my great-great-grandmother just doing homemade ice cream, but after that, just watching my grandmother cook.
Hold on. You said homemade ice cream.
Homemade ice cream, man.
What is homemade ice cream? Explain it to me. First of all, before you answer this, if you're gonna give me like a secret family recipe, don't do it, man, because I know they don't play about recipes. So.
You know how it go. But
yeah. Give me the basics. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
I mean, I don't know the full recipe because I was probably like between 7 and 10, but you know, it was I think it snowed. We had about 3 feet of snow in Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
Early 90s or some around that time.
Right.
Granny said, go grab some snow from off the ground. Just make sure you don't go too deep. Fresh snow off the top. She had an old family recipe. That part I don't know.
Right.
She did her thing. We standing in the kitchen for hours, just rocks out on top of the thing and just turning.
Man. So basically that inspired you to want to cook, man. So with going into this cooking field, like when did you what age did you just start?
I don't know, it's weird because you don't really think about autumn, summers where you got to sit around and pick greens and pick purple hull peas, black eyed peas.
You was out there in the field?
A little bit. I complain too much, so they kick me out. They send me back to the house.
I complained before they even started, so I didn't even have to go, but man.
I just at least wanted to see what was going on, and then it just turned out that hey, okay, I got to pick all this stuff, and I don't really like this, but the benefit was, they was like, hey, we get all this done, we get done fast, and it's dinner afterwards, so, you know, we got a chance to grill.
At that age, did you realize that you was eating that stuff that they was picking?
Not at first, though.
All right, okay. I'll make sure I wasn't the only one. All right, cool. Because I didn't know that I was eating the peas they was picking, and I also didn't know I was eating the fish that they was catching. Until one day, I should have just went and got a soda out the cooler, but I went in the kitchen, man, and I just so happened to look over in the sink, and I seen some heads right here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. A spoon right here, you know what I'm saying? They killed these motherfuckers.
I used to have a goldfish. Wait, what happened to Goldie?
Man, I stopped eating that type of fish. So that shit petrified me though, real talk. But
respect.
But back to what you were saying, man. Growing up and you know being in the field and all that. Not getting off topic, do you think a lot of people need to experience that growing up? Like, because in this era, kids grow up and get an iPad. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they wouldn't even know about, you know, did that, the little time that you was out there, because you said you was complaining, but when you look back at it, did it teach you anything?
I mean, I eventually had to go back out there and pick some weeds, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so I couldn't get away from it too long. The next day, my pops was like, nah, come on, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You finna be in the house with them women. But, I think that exposure definitely kind of changed my perspective on food. It makes me, like a box dish for me is not the same as if I cooked it or it's a home cooked meal from my mom or one of my friends' moms. Like, because, you know, there's a difference when somebody puts some love in some food and then when it's just, okay, here you go.
Right.
Slap on the plate. We ain't in prison.
Right. So with this food situation, and I looked into it, and it was what would your title be? I looked into it, and there's so many. I just googled, food title, man. And
Yeah.
it was so many. So what would you consider yourself?
I mean,
Or what? Not consider yourself, but what are you?
I'm a chef. I look
Right.
at myself as an entrepreneur.
Right.
I'm a businessman like anybody else. Just my mode of operation and my preferred tools are a knife and open flame.
Mm. And with the knife and open flame, like, is that how long did it take you to perfect that? Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I can't cook, man.
It took a couple fingertips.
Yeah.
It took a couple slashes. You know what I'm saying? Some freezer burns. It's some hot hands burned in the on hot, steel pots and things of that nature. It took that and a lot of hours. They say you're not an expert until you've done 10,000 hours.
Damn. Have you done 10,000?
I've done over 10,000 by now. I was at 10,000. I was close to. I was at 9,530 something in 2015.
Oh, so you've been at this?
Yeah,
Okay, so you know how to cook then.
I do a little something.
You know what I'm saying? I recently just started. I started following you on the social media, and what's what's your page? Chef what?
Cheffitgang662.
And with that, it's fit gang, right? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So also, I guess with this, are you incorporating, fitness?
Yeah, definitely. I like to look at my niche or my corner where I do what I do, and it tries to separate me from other individuals that I'm cooking Southern health.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've been hashtagging Southern health when I post my food on Instagram, so you can kind of like click that link and then kind of follow up and see what I'm doing every time I post new food. But it's also the same food that you're familiar with. You grew up with your purple hub peas, your collard greens,
Right.
catfish and things like that, chicken, so on and so forth. That I'm doing the same thing that you had when you were growing up, but I'm putting healthy applications on and I'm applying culinary technique that I've been learning and I've been working on for the past 8+ years.
Right.
That's just professionally 8+ years, but home cooking is home cooking. But
What was one of your best jobs or positions you've been put in with this skill of cooking?
like, what have I done currently?
Yeah.
Like currently, I'm selling plates. I'm crab, crawfish boil.
Wait, man. Say that again. What are you doing?
I got seafood boil with crab legs.
For real?
That's what I'm hitting on right now. Actually, that's what this is. I actually brought you a little sample. My mom, my grandma always told me to be mannerable, so I got to come to your house and get
So the
it.
whole time, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I was like, I was like, maybe he hungry. I was like, I'm cool. This is the first time somebody would have ate on the interview. But shoot, you showing love.
So,
Let me get a. Oh shit! Damn. Hey, I might have. Oh man.
That's a little work that we're doing right now.
Now explain to me what this is.
It's simple shrimp and crawfish and crab leg boil.
Right.
Corn, potatoes, everything that you're familiar with. I switched it up a little bit and I made rosemary oil.
Yeah. Rosemary oil.
Yeah. So it's like you take
I'm
rosemary.
smash that, man.
So you take rosemary, olive oil, put them together.
Right.
Let the seasonings, like the seasoning marry on low heat, and it actually infused the oil with the rosemary flavor. And then I add a couple of other things into it, and then put it all together in the olive oil bottle, and we drizzle it into the food, and it's over the sausage, it's on the shrimp, and then we just toss everything like that.
Man, at a time like this, and I don't mean to cut you off, but this is
Right.
good. This is good marketing, bro. At a time like this, what made you want to do this? This right now, just tell what you just gave me. Is this a hookup or like how much? Or you got a cash app? Like, how
right
much do
now-
I got to send you right now for this? If somebody was like, bro, let me get a plate. How much is running, man?
That's on you right now, but these double with the
Wait a
double
minute. This
That's
on
for
me.
you. That's for you.
You know what, bro? Just because of that, after this, not tonight, but after we get done with this interview and we wrap this up, I'm gonna have to do a review. So you
Please
just
do.
like them girls,
Please
you
do.
be seeing everybody on Facebook and they.
That's a genius idea right there. But if the double clusters are going for 25, the single clusters are going for 20, and then just without the crab legs themselves is 15. We're doing pasta plates. We got chicken and waffle with an orange rum syrup as well. That's kind
Wait a
of
minute, orange rum syrup, man.
orange rum
What
syrup.
what? How is that better than the Miss Butterworths?
I
Explain,
mean,
explain, man.
I don't even know who's over Butterworth, so no disrespect. But I mean, as a chef, as somebody that's very enthusiastic about food, then I want to put something different on it. I want to
Right.
give you a spin that, okay, you can't go out and go to the restaurants, but you can get some good food, and then you can get something that's a little different. So, basically, infuse the syrup with orange zest, orange juice, some rum, and cooked off the alcohol itself, but you get the essence of.
Man, okay, I see. Now I might have to switch over with that. I noticed how you was just saying some of the ingredients, and do you like have like your own like recipe?
For
Like,
certain items,
yeah,
yes.
like like you got like something you just created that you can always just create again.
Uh, the thing I love about cooking is the fact that I feel like even as an adult, I get to play with my food.
Right.
So the downside to that, quote unquote, is the fact that I don't necessarily remember every recipe that I can make up. So I may create a dish one day and then can't even remember how I made the dish unless I really sit down and like rack my brain. But
Right.
there are recipes that I have been putting down, and then I've also figured out some ways through doing some research how I
I
can
gotta look at this again.
pop my memory to remember recipes.
So how old were you when you cooked something and it just hit you like, damn, this shit, like, what was the first time you actually just cooked for yourself, man? It was just like, shit,
That I
damn.
did that.
Yeah, you're like,
That moment
I
when you
can
like,
cook, you know what I'm saying? Like,
it's a two-part situation.
yeah.
I messed up some food my mama made, but I was playing and I was stirring some stuff together, and it was all some other dish, and I had to eat it, but it actually tasted good.
Right.
Like I was like, okay, I'm kind of on to something right here.
Yeah.
But then it took years down the road when I actually finally like went through culinary school. I hadn't even gone to culinary school, but barbecuing, like started catching my hand on that one, figuring out what to do on that bad boy, and then
Are you a beast on the grill?
Oh man, you don't want to see me on that green egg. I
That
can put out.
what?
It's a ceramic green egg grill. But I mean, don't
I
get me
think I
wrong.
seen one of those.
You can't beat classics though.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying. I still like my
Well, did you
irons.
use charcoal?
I'd use a little bit of both.
Yeah. Excuse me, but
So I
Hank
kind of
Hill.
hybrid it.
Hank Hill's
Yes, sir.
always told me to use propane. So hey, I'm on that propane. Yeah. So yeah.
Understood. It has its place though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you can't beat a hickory smoke, slow cook real.
So you can't. You can't.
You know how that barbecue sauce look when it rub over the top of that bad boy, and just the edges of it crispy.
So
And you see the meat kind of shrink up on the bone a little bit,
yeah.
and the juices be kind of running off of it and stuff. Like,
So I got a question. I got a couple questions to ask you. So it might just say it's a game, but there's a couple quick questions to ask you. Give me quick answers.
Right.
All right. First question: did you like cooking for yourself or cooking for a group of people?
Group of people more.
Why is that?
I'm not that selfish, so I would rather see somebody else enjoy my food than what I get to do, because that's the benefit of doing what I do. Like, to see somebody else sit down, be quiet, and then like it's a couple minutes before they pull their head up because they actually enjoying what you cooking instead of being like picking over their food.
Okay, yeah, I feel you on
Like
that.
I gotta eat this versus I want to eat this.
Right.
Give me a second.
Yeah, hold on, my G. Hey, I'm gonna get at
you.
you.
Yeah. That type of energy.
But do you how do I say this? Okay, I asked you, do you rather cook for a group of people or yourself? Okay, this is the second question. Do you rather cook traditional food or create a meal on your own?
I
Like,
like that.
like the traditional chicken, macaroni, rolls,
Yeah.
spaghetti and fish and
Preference is definitely creating a dish.
right.
Like, just open the refrigerator and see what we got in here. okay, I got these seasons. I got this liquid. Boom, boom, boom. I'm finna make something
Is that how you started off first? Did you start it off with the season, or do you start it off with the main, like the meats and the?
Honestly, I was just talking to my sous chef earlier about this. It's like I'm blessed to be able to be in a position where I can do either way.
Yeah.
If I got a set of seasonings, then I can figure out what I can do with these seasonings.
Yeah.
So it's like you have Tuscan flavor seasonings, you can have Italian, you can have Creole, you can have Southern, you can have Tex-Mex. You know what I mean? Like you can go into Asian cuisine, you can go specifically sushi,
Right.
based off certain seasonings, but then turn around and okay, well maybe all I have is corn and chicken. Well then what do we want to do? Clam chowder. Do we want to
See,
go?
when you said all that, all I was thinking about was just, I'm just about to put some Tony Chachere's on the chicken, and that's it.
I feel you. I feel you.
See, I can't cook, man. So, it's,
But well, the lucky thing though is in the future I do want to do like cooking classes. So I'm working on building up a bit of a buzz to see if people would be interested in it, and if they were, then I would love to be able to provide that for the
man,
community.
if you making this, man, I'm open. Look at this one more time. Got the corn, man. Oh shit.
Potatoes, sausage, shrimp,
Whew.
and then the smells, man.
Man, y'all don't understand. But okay, the last question.
Right.
Making something out of nothing, meaning having little or having a lot to make. Which one is better? What can you do more with? What can you do more with little or a
I
lot?
mean, of course you can do more with more
True.
because $1 million will always go further than $100.
True.
But the creativity that can be in that $100 is a different story.
Can you make a little taste like a lot?
I can do that. I've learned how to stretch some flavors and infuse some different stuff, and I've understood how the breakdown of certain recipes can be a portion of another recipe. So any leftover piece of this top portion of a recipe, say I'm making a tomato bisque.
Is flavoring like coloring? You can just blend it in.
Certain colors work together, they dance,
Yeah.
but certain colors don't dance
What's some good season like right now? If I got seasoned salt and Tony Chachere's and black pepper and onion powder, what can I get cracking with it?
I mean, you can stay in a whole
These
lot
hood
of
seasonings, I know,
all
like
day long.
yeah.
I
So
mean, off the top of my head, I'm okay. Okay, you ready? You already got a fried chicken batter. All you gotta do is add some water. I mean, some flour, a little
yeah,
water to an egg, thin it out just a little bit, and go. You know what I'm saying? The egg wash straight into the flour with the seasoning, and then straight into the pan. But you know, we season our chicken too, though.
true.
We don't just season the flour.
True.
We got to season the chicken, and make sure you wash it too. Like that's very important.
True.
Cleanliness.
So with this, because it seems to me your knowledge and you telling me the years of what you've been putting in this, is this run that you got right now? Is this just something that's temporarily, or is this long term? Like, what are you trying to get out of this?
I mean, the people determine it. Like, I don't plan on being a flash in the pan. I plan on definitely cooking for a while, so you can stick me in the oven.
Right. So with that, are you looking at opening any stores, or
The plan right now is as we're moving and leveraging, we're getting a good buzz out of seafood and working on putting out some other additions to the menu, just to be able to eventually get into a food truck. I would love to be able to have a food truck here in town. That way, people can see some of the creative stuff I'm doing, and then just they help me build a menu. Cause I'm gonna do a drawing with Lit Sense, Molly McClain out of Memphis.
Shout out to her. Hey, man, she is a hustler.
She is, bro.
Definitely that. Shout out to Lit
Young
Sense.
Queen out here making it happen though.
Then look, I seen what she posted where FedEx was trying to stop her hustle. They weren't trying to send her stuff in.
Ah, come on now, FedEx.
Yeah,
what's going on?
That's my spirit sister. Like we both cancer, so I be knowing what she. Shout out to Lit Scent. Make sure y'all look that up. Yeah. Make sure y'all shop. She got some of the best. It ain't just the scent she has. She has the soul, man.
She got a whole line, bro. So we're gonna do a drawing
Right.
with some people that are gonna eventually be posted onto the website on Facebook. Just looking up Cheffitgang662,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll get ready to get some product in, and we'll be doing a drawing for some of her items because we're looking for some people to kind of just help us with the menu, build a menu, tell us what you want to eat, and we're gonna make it happen, and then we're gonna bring it to another level once you allow us to feature.
And like I said, shout out to Liz Scent. Make sure y'all shot with her. And that's something I really wanted to get to with you at the beginning of this interview, and it just came back to me.
Mm-hmm.
With this pandemic that we're going through right now, everybody's going crazy with grocery shopping, but also everybody's at a shortage of money, but overloaded on grocery shopping, not knowing when the next income's coming. But food prepping, how good is food prepping in a time like this?
This is the perfect time to food prep. If you've been paying attention to my Snapchat, Chef Boy with I underscore Mike D, then you've been seeing me do food prep. I've shown people how I am dicing or slicing different vegetables. I'm packing them in Ziploc freezer bags, how I'm organizing them into a freezer, keeping everything organized as best as possible, and then knowing what's in my freezer, having enough, and knowing how long everything that I'm eating can last. Because a lot of Americans, if we were just not even in this pandemic situation, waste like anywhere between $1,000 to $5,000 in food a year just
So
because they
this
throw it
actually
away.
saving money.
This can, if you get your mind right, you can get your money right where you can actually save you a lot of money in this opportunity.
What about the people that's like saying, I don't want to eat the? Is it necessarily you have to eat the same thing?
You really don't, man, because like, say if you do uh, spaghetti and meatballs or just traditional spaghetti like you have, and then you got fried chicken.
Right.
You can put fried chicken with your spaghetti. If you don't put all the sauce on, if you don't use all the noodles and put all the sauce on them into one situation, you can take those same noodles and then have an Alfredo sauce, and then take grilled chicken, Tony Sachets, a little onion powder, a little black pepper, boom.
And is this hard if you're a greedy person?
Um, I would guess so. I'm not
But
really.
but it's helping you do at the same time, right?
Yes, it would definitely help you.
And I
It would
think I need
definitely.
to might go into that because I'm greedy. Because all that stuff you naming, I'm thinking about it, and I'm just thinking like I'm gonna smash that shit. Like, excuse my language. I'm like, yeah. I'm like when I cook, I'm like I'm just smashing all right now. Ain't no tomorrow. But I think I might go into that, man, because I be seeing that, and it seems like it helps with dishes. Seems like it gives you
It does.
about an extra 5 hours.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
How you think I've been thinking of all these other little recipes? I got
right,
extra time
because
on my hands.
yeah,
I'm
you're like,
like,
all right, I
okay,
got this right here. You know what I mean?
let's
So,
make something happen.
so with making these plates that you're making, the normal time for it, like how, like
12, 12 to 8.
12 to 8.
12 to 8.
How long? Like, what time do you get up making these?
Oh,
Like,
I'm usually up like, depending on the day, it's anywhere between 5 and 7 in the morning. I'm just up and getting my motion going, and then I'm ready to take on the day. First law of nature is self-preservation. So you got to get you right before you can get anybody else right.
right.
So,
Question. This is just a random question. But I ask every chef this, man.
okay. Wow.
How can
Okay.
you? What can you make a pack of noodles taste like?
Oh, I can do real deal ramen. I'm gonna tell you how.
No,
Not to
no.
be cocky, but I'm gonna tell you what you can do. The pot that you're gonna boil your noodles in, you can go ahead and put 2 eggs in the water, bring them up, let them boil for 7 minutes, pull them off the heat, cover it for another 5, pull the eggs out the water, put it back on the stove, let it get hot. Then you can add black pepper, onion powders, and just a pinch of that Creole that you were talking about.
Damn.
Let that boil up so the flavor get in all that. Add Drop your noodles on into it. Then you come back to the sink. You pop your eggs. Let them run the cool water over your eggs. Your eggs getting cracked, and then you're gonna put them on your cutting board. Cut your eggs in half. If you like it to be look like you have more, so you can get full faster because you eat with your eyes first.
Yeah. That
Um,
is true, man.
Cut your eggs in half again, so you got eighths. So then from there, your noodles should be about ready.
Why is that?
What's it?
We eat with our eyes first.
I've never liked a sloppy plate, and I don't know anybody that like their food look like the prison lady slopping on. No disrespect,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying, just from The Wire and shows like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it kind of okay,
Nah, I ain't.
because
Man, yeah, you right. I do be looking at my plate. Sometimes I miscalculate, and that's the worst. Like I don't. I be eating.
It can taste good though. You could be done cook some food that really tastes good, but you just presentation sometimes really sets you apart.
Man, when's the last time you bombed a meal? Like you just fucked something up?
Um, Probably about 2 weeks ago.
What was you making?
I think what was I making? I had something. I was roasting some vegetables in the oven.
Right.
And had the oven on 500 because I was working on multiple projects and I was making sure I'm adjusting the temperature and turning things so on and so forth. And then I messed around and just left them in there. Put everything else out, got them working, got everything organized, put it in the meal prep containers, bagged them up, tied them up, chilled. They had been chilled properly and everything. And then all of a sudden I'm like, something smells good. Look in the oven. I got charred broccoli.
Dang, bro. That's how you ever been cooking for a group of people and mess up?
Oh, but multiple times. Burnt, simple as bacon, man. Burnt bacon.
Bacon's pretty hard to make. I'm not even gonna lie.
I don't
I
know what it
don't know how
is.
to. My girlfriend, she
It's too fat and too thin at the same time.
man, she gets mad at me. I be like, "Babe, can you make some bacon?" She looking at me like, "Boy, you." I like, never mind. I don't want any. I'm a vegan now. But man,
Vegan bacon.
bacon is nah. I can't fuck with it. I'm just gonna just stick to not eating anything. I don't want the substitute. Like they got these things when I was on that vegan lifestyle for real.
Yeah.
They got these can of hot dogs, basically like big ass viennas, but they call them no dogs. I ain't gonna lie, you boil them bitches to put mustard on them hoes.
They good, huh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you can't tell once you boil them because a boiled hot dog, the texture of it, the inside turns,
The same.
different. Yeah, so. But yeah, that vegan shit nasty. But I can't make no bacon, bro. But this if you could be put in an opportunity to own your own food truck, and you pretty on the way you're working, you're going there, you're going to have it. But when that time does come, what are you going to name it? Like, what's the brand? What's the exact brand name right now?
The exact brand name right now. That's a good question. I mean, I've been operating under the moniker of Cheffitgang662 for a while now, doing it with personal training, but this is more on the specific line of the chef that's in the beginning of the name. So that's my passion. Honestly, Jim Catering is the name of my catering company. Working on getting the LLC secured for it, but just really was working to see if I wanted to build up a good store of recipes and experience and knowledge, so that way when I got ready to step out, that I could get the people that need to help me out, where I would have been able to attract them to.
Right.
So I've been told that you attract success, you are success. You know what I mean? Like how hard you work, how hard you grind, the work and the effort and time and the discipline, where your success is gonna come to you.
True.
Sometimes you gotta wait that big fish out.
True, and is patience everything?
I really think so, because you can think you read right there and think you got it, but it ain't time yet. So, it works out on its own sometimes. It works itself out.
All right.
Just be patient.
If you was like coming to an end, but if you was to introduce yourself like right now, this was behind this panel was just a crowd of people. You was introducing yourself, and you were trying to sell this product, you know what I mean, and get people to follow you, how would you do it?
I mean, I simply pick up the plate, open it up, and just tell them how good it smells. Tell them about I am Cheffitgang662. You can find me on all social media in that capacity. Eventually, find my Snapchat. But this plate that we have here today is a fresh crab leg and seafood boil. We have infused with orange zest, orange juice. I've added in some of my own personal spices to it. I also made a rosemary and garlic infused oil to toss the shrimp as well as the corn and the potatoes in before it's placed in the juice from the seafood boil. And then I also did a brown butter, garlic, and Parmesan butter sauce.
Man,
That's the last little bit that you'll see kind of drizzled over the top of the crab, and then I also dropped a little bit in there on the shrimp as well while it's still warm. Good little toss, put everything
man.
in the pot, and what you have here is dinner.
What's next for you?
What's next? I want to branch out in a couple different ways. I have a banquet that I'm talking to a young lady that's a business owner and entrepreneur here in Oxford,
Mm-hmm.
Tatiana Jones.
Yeah.
Working on doing a banquet for her at the end of.
Does she have like a dance team?
Yes, that's the dance
Yeah,
team.
that's she was gone. That's my homie. She was gonna be my
Yeah.
co-host.
She
Like
got
this
the
was
personality, man.
yeah, like 3 years ago. Like it was about 2 or 3 years ago. Like we was supposed to go in on a podcast, but and you know how life goes.
Yeah,
But yeah, I need to get her on the show too because she got a whole dance squad and
and they doing it, man.
shout out to
They
her,
winning, bro. They just won a competition. I think like 3 weeks ago.
man.
It's like solid. Went down there and won multiple categories.
So I see you're naming people who has an entrepreneur mindset,
Mm.
and it all comes down to networking.
Yes, sir.
Speaking on
Definitely.
that, uh, how do you feel about networking? Like, are you down to network with anybody, or is it a certain
Yeah.
lane you're pushing on, or you know what I mean?
I feel like I have a mindset for business and I like to strategize a lot. So a lot of things that I can think of that may be beneficial for a business strategy wise,
Right.
I cannot utilize just because I'm in the lane of food or just because I'm in the lane of fitness, but that doesn't mean it can't be utilized for somebody else. So I mean, each
All
one
you gotta
teach one.
do is show them one of these plays, let them taste that shit. I don't care what category. They gonna be, yeah, okay. Bet.
So yeah, I mean, just in that atmosphere, you can meet a lot of different people because I've needed a cameraman and I've networked with a local artist here, Lacardi,
Mm-hmm.
that actually has helped do my camera work. And
Shout
then
out
I
to
have
Lacardi.
DJ McJunkins is a barber out of Fulton, but know him through Oxford. He pull up,
He chopping.
he chopping. He pulled up and chopped me up, and then also did a little camera work for a couple of little opportunities. So he's working on a project underneath the ground. So,
Mm-hmm.
like also in the sense of what's next, I'm trying to do more cooking show esque things through my
I think
Snapchat.
that's the wave, bro. I think you will
Yeah,
be in front of a lot of people
I
if
think I can
you
make it happen, bro.
like real talk. If you get that in, ain't nobody doing. I ain't really just seen nobody. Everybody's just doing reviews,
True.
but nobody's just necessarily showing.
Hey, they can do the review of my cooking. Now, come
I
cook.
will. I
They
cook.
can come to
I
my
eat.
house. I can cook up some, and then they can review it right then and there. I'm open to the opportunity.
Mm-mm. We're coming to the end of this interview, bro. Do you want to give a shout out to anybody or any, you know, organization, networks, or businesses?
Man, honestly, just working toward things with Fit Gang, just networking with any and everybody that I can with the opportunity to, grow and be a part of the community, man. I'm just glad to be here with you and glad to have this
Yeah,
opportunity to just
I
talk about what's on
appreciate
today.
it, man. Like I said, we this during these times. I mean, we was been trying to get this interview in, and just
Yeah,
man,
it was
time. But now
patience.
we got all the time in the world.
Patience. Patience came through for us right here.
Oh yeah, but coming to the end, man, it was really an honor. I appreciate you bringing the plate. Believe it or not, I've never had that before. I've always wanted to taste it. I would
Word.
I would go by the when I would be like in a grocery store. I would go by the window and look. I'm like, damn, I know that'll get you know. I was only a shrimp guy,
Word.
but I've tasted it before, but I just never just had a whole.
Now you get to taste it.
Bro,
I'm a little
I'm hyped. I'm hyped, like for real.
I hope it meets your
Like
expectations.
when you leave, bro, it's on. I'm gonna zoom the camera in, bring the light a little closer, and like I said, we just gonna
Bro,
leave
let
it
them have a
open,
little look.
man. Let y'all smell it, bro.
Man, get a little bit of that.
But yeah, man, this is just another episode of the GPS Podcast Special Interview Edition. This is available on Spotify. If you're listening to it on Spotify and you haven't followed the page, make sure you follow it, share it on all your social medias, If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm pretty sure you're subscribed to me, but just share it for me one time on your social medias. And if you ain't subscribed, make sure you like it, dislike it. I don't care. Leave a comment. Just make sure you subscribe, bro. I'm trying to get up to at least trying to get up to 400 subscribers before he lifts the act for everybody to go back to work from this coronavirus pandemic. Everybody be safe out there. Make sure y'all follow my homie at
Chef Boy underscore Mike D or Cheffitgang662.
if you in Oxford, make sure you hit him up. I heard through the grapevine that you can pull up on him or he can pull up on you. He just said drop the Addy. He pulling up, man. Pulling up. Wow, just like that. You know what I mean? So it's up to y'all. Um, man, I can't wait to eat this food, bro. And we coming to the end. But make sure y'all subscribe to this. Make sure y'all share. Make sure y'all